About a month ago, I did a video over a very small coin called Loom Network. It's on Coinbase and it had an absolute massive rally in the last bull market, and it has been stagnant and hasn't done anything. So back then I did a video and it got pretty decent amount of views. A lot of y'all looked at it. However, I'm even more bullish on this coin at this moment right now. So don't go anywhere because I'm going to dive in and show you exactly why. Now, Loom, let's get an update on what Loom actually is. Honestly, I really don't even know Loom is because, as you guys know, I don't trade on fundamentals, I trade on technicals. But the important thing right here is that it is ranked 374 on coin market cap. That means there are 373 coins that have more money in it. It only has $64 million in market cap in this coin. That is incredibly low, okay? 64 million. So if you go to coin market cap, you guys can see all the coins on the top have at least a billion in it. So you have to get all the way down to number 74 on sushi before you even get to coins under $1 billion. This one only has 64 million. I love that. That means there's so much potential on this one. Now, let's go ahead and dive in and really look at this coin and why I think we are ready for a breakout. So, number one, none of the things I talked about in the previous video have been invalidated yet, okay? All those key levels absolutely do still exist. Now, on this one, on the Bitcoin pairing, we have this level on the monthly, okay? This monthly level I talked about in the previous video. And this key level has been tested once and it came down and closed back above. That is a very solid retest. And as you guys can see, we're still heavily above that candle and we only have 4 days left in this month. This looks like a very solid retest and I'm super excited about that right there. Now, the next reason why I'm super bullish on this is because look at the very high time frame and see what's going on. This is on the log chart, but since it is a, we have a log chart right here. We have one test, two tests. We have not gotten above. That's my key level I'm really looking for. But if you zoom out really far, you can see how, I can't even do it on the 4 hour. Wow, it's such a big level. If you come from here all the way across, you can see how we've just now broken above and retested this level. Okay, we broke above and now we have retested, which was a very solid level. And as you can see, we have actually accelerated the upside. I like seeing that. Okay, now the reason why I put up this number is because this is essentially like my final boss level. Because again, if we go back to the very high time frame, you can see this level is where it came from. And if you go on in, you see how it tested once, or this is where it was established, and it came up here and retested it. So the next time it comes through there, I have a lot of faith and confidence that it'll be able to bust through this trend line. Now, if we do get above that trend line, where's our next target? Well, our very first target is right here. This is like the final boss that I'm going to call it before we see absolute new highs and just absolutely explode. Now let's go to the US dollar pairing because the BTC pairing looks cool, but the US dollar pairing also looks really bullish. Where's it at? There it is. Okay. We go to the 4 hour. You guys can see how we have this log trend line established. We have one test. This entire little thing's rubbing against it. 2 tests, 3 tests. We had a bull trap right here. Came back up. Test. And we just now broke above this. Guys, for the first time in a very long time, we have broken above this trend line and held it. And here's the most important part, guys. We have volume. People are starting to take notice of this coin. This is what I'm looking for. We have a tremendous amount of volume on this coin, which has given me a ton of confidence that this is going to accelerate up to the upside very rapidly. Now, furthermore, just to help show you how bullish I am on this, this is a very key weekly level. You can tell it's very key because it came down here, tested it once, tested it twice, came back above, reheld that level, and now we have officially reclaimed it. Now this right here, just like we had a final boss on the BTC pairing, this is the final boss on the US dollar pairing. This is our major weekly level. And as you can see right now, although it's early, we have 5 days left, we have actually been able to hold this level pretty dang well. So if we can get a close above this, and on the BTC pairing, get our close above this level, get our close above this trend line right here, which essentially also matches where the weekly level is right here. These two weekly levels get held above. This thing is going to accelerate very, very rapidly. And yeah, it's going to absolutely explode, guys. And you guys know the potential that these alts have. And if you go back and see just how incredibly far this thing has to go up. So from our current price level, just to give you an idea of the absolute insane potential here, from our current price level, if we were hypothetically to match what it did last time, right around here, and it goes to the top, 5,300%. Okay, these are Doge sort of levels. Okay, 5,300%. So if you have like $1,000 in it, that's what I want to say 500,000, I believe. I think that's what the math looks like. And maybe I'm wrong on that. Please fact check me. But either way, guys, the point I'm trying to make here is there's an absolute astronomical amount of potential on this movement. If you take off the log chart, it's even more insane how incredible and how much it's dropped. And look at this massive consolidation, guys. The longer something consolidates, the more explosive the movement's going to be. And this thing is consolidated a tremendous amount of time, and I'm super, super excited about it. So I've actually bought a ton more Loom just today. I went back in there. I think now I legitimately have a full position size of Loom. Last time I was just playing around with it, but from these levels, I think the potential's so high. I want to say it's probably my top, maybe my top 10 on my portfolio. So it's not like the top of it. I think it still has a lot of work to do to really prove to me, but it's absolutely in probably the top 10. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm really bullish on this coin. I think it has a ton of potential. So let me know in the comments what other really small cap coins you guys want me to look at. I really love finding opportunities like this one, and I'll do an analysis on it if it makes a lot of sense. So outside of that, make sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I will see y'all in the next video. So deuces, boys.